Welcome back to the What's in the Bag show.
Yes, we are back with another show, but a review with a little bit of a difference.
Is this episode 5 or 6?
I've got no idea.
We don't know, guys.
They're merging into one for me.
So yeah, Josh is absolutely right. We've got a review that is something that's totally different. What should you expect from a golf lesson? What are the questions you should ask? And the reasons why you go into the range after a lesson and you're getting frustrated to hell.
Absolutely. We've got a little bit of an apology to make, haven't we?
I'm absolutely gutted on this.
Yeah, we had a bit of a nightmare in getting a postbox outfit.
Bloody hell!
So I've got away with it for now, but
don't you worry.
Don't worry, it will happen. I promise you that. I will do it. It's probably going to be in the new year though.
But I think we made up for it.
We have made up for it. We've got a very, what could be hilarious challenge.
We'll tell him. It's a par 3 driver. It's roughly around 140 yards closest to the pin, and you can only use your driver.
I am absolutely dreading that.
I'm going to absolutely wipe the floor with him. Get in there, my son. That is one on the green. Zooming on that one. He didn't even get the water. You've got to have these at least these 2 questions asked you every single lesson.
We talked about drills away from your lesson, and we've talked about what it should look like. The last one is absolutely dreading that.
I'm going to absolutely wipe the floor with him.
Okay, so maybe that's the best place to start then.
Let's head out there right now. Okay, mate. 145 to the hole. What technique you going with there?
Well, I'm thinking something a little bit choke down, the old open stance, and try and chip it away.
A little bit of a flop?
To be honest, I've got no idea what I'm doing.
Here we go, guys. Get in there, my son. That is one on the green. Let the challenge commence. I'm yellow balls, he's white balls.
You going first?
I'm having it.
I'm nervous, mate.
So what we're going to do is we're going to have alternate shots. I'm going to go, Josh is going to go, I'm going to go, Josh is going to go, and then we're going to flip to who goes first in the last go.
It might not even matter by then.
It might not, to be fair.
I could have won already.
Here we go, sir. See what, these trees make it hard.
It's a tricky shot.
145. By the way, if you're watching this right now, what would you take if it's 145 on your club as driver? Get in there, my son. That is one on the green.
Oh, no.
That is how you do it, mate.
Oh, God.
Yes! Mate, you're white, mate. If you had a shot tracer on that, mate, that would have started like into the trees and like. Here we go. I'm buzzing with that. I've won.
So good, he's won. No faith.
No, I'm joking. Go on, mate.
I've got no faith either.
Go on. Tell you what, and that's pretty good for distance, but I've done the zoom, mate, but it's a bit left.
Oh, it's in the water. Splash.
Not a bad effort though. That's the height you need. That is the height you need.
Difficult, mate.
That is the height you need. By the way, we should have said it's 3 golf balls each, nearest the pin, or nearest the green.
On the green.
On the green.
I'm technically closer to the pin than you.
Bollocks. I don't know, we have though. I mean, sorry.
Sorry, YouTube.
There we go. Number 2. You know what I'm going to do this time? You teed it quite high, didn't you?
Yeah. Try and get underneath it.
Yeah. Get down! Down! Sit! Is that 2 for 2?
I did not see that.
It's back right.
I'm going to say no.
I don't think it is. I think it's back right. Okay, and 1 ball on the green. He needs one to head into the final round.
A little bit of extra distance there as well.
Oh, you go 2 club heads back, 2 club head widths back, 2 club lengths back, mate, as far as I'm aware.
Easy for you to say.
Couldn't get me. All right. Here we go. Come on, Kinder lad. Get it on the green.
Come on.
Bite ball. Bit long.
Long. Too many hours in the gym, innit?
Well, you should say that. Come back here. You need to coin here.
Oh, come on.
Who's going to go first? Final attempt. I'm saying I definitely pitched on the green. I think my first one's definitely on.
Your first one's on, 100%. But it's whether your second one's on.
I'll let you do the honour of flipping and calling it. I'm kind like that.
I'm going to flip and call it. I'll have whatever it lands on there. I'll take tails.
Okay.
Because it never fails. Whee!
Okay, what do you want me to do? Go first or what?
Yeah, you go first.
Do you realise if I get it on the green, that's it? Penalty shootout this. Do you know what I've realised?
I'll go first then. Put the pressure on. I'll go first. That's smart.
Smart or foolish? Because you missed the green and I've won.
Yeah, well, either way. I've got hit the green either way, I'm not. Come on.
Here we go. This is where the remote will be vibrating on Tiger Woods 2002. Dun dun, dun dun. Use your safety shot here. Oh, he's aiming very left.
Tap it up there.
Just tap it in.
Come on.
Zoom in on that one. He didn't even get the water. Yes.
Go on then, have your victory lap.
Have my victory lap.
Very good.
I'm going to go tactical it.
Oh, look at him now. That's close. Oh.
Yes!
That's annoying.
Let's head up to the green. Victory lap commenced. Here he is. Where are your balls, mate?
One in there. One over there.
And one over there.
One over there.
Here he is. Was my second one on?
No. Back right.
Tell you what.
Oh yeah.
Get in there, my son.
Wait.
One
thing on this though, right? Fair enough. You've got them there. First point. You're a pro. You've got the tech.
Wait. This was not discussed before the start of the challenge.
Second point. Your driver's cut down, so it's like a picture edge anyway because you've only got short.
We'll have less of that.
Third point is.
Shut up. We'll have no 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. I won the challenge, fair and square.
I'm just trying to get a bit of space of it. Fair dues, you mate. I wasn't a million miles off though.
No, but you were. Unos, dos, tres, holos.
Fair enough to you. Fair dues to you, lad. Very impressive. Very, very impressive.
So that is this week's challenge done and dusted.
Yes.
Thanks, mate. I have to think, me doing this, you next time we come out here and do a challenge in the Postman Pat. Postman Pat.
Do you know what I've realised this show's all about?
Taking the piss out of you.
Making me look
mate,
cool.
This show's all about you making me small.
Oi, don't get short with me.
Anyway, back to the studio if we had a studio.
Well guys, we hope you enjoyed that. It was very eventful.
I mean, I absolutely love doing fun challenges like that.
Oh, it's a good
Try
laugh.
over water, keep it on the green.
It is. Hold on.
What?
Why have you come dressed as the Michelin Man this week, mate?
Mate, it's cold, alright? I've been coaching all morning. It is cold. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers on. Who else does that when they're playing golf?
Mate, I've got
all right,
3 layers on. You're soft one.
We don't mind. We don't care.
Soft
if you
one.
enjoyed that challenge though, guys, please do hit that thumbs up button. We'd love to know if you enjoyed that stuff like that, what we do on the channel. It's now time to head to the more serious bit.
Yes. We're going to head over and we're going to do our review and the questions that you should ask in a golf lesson.
This is so key.
We're talking what we should expect from lessons.
Yeah, definitely.
So, as a pro and someone who does lessons, what are you asking?
Well, I think you've got to have these kind of, at least these 2 questions asked you every single lesson, because especially if it's your first lesson, like if it's a reoccurring lesson, it may be a little bit different. But number 1, what are your goals? What are you wanting from the lesson? Because without that, how can you formulate a plan for improvement?
And that's probably the most important, really.
Yeah.
Your coach needs to know
Definitely.
what you want to achieve.
Because you might go and work on driver when you actually want to improve your irons.
Yeah.
So, two different things.
Yeah.
Second question I would ask is, what are your good and what are your bad shots currently?
Okay, why would you ask that?
Because very often, I mean, I've done it, you've probably done it as well. You've gone to a lesson, you've then hit it one way on the golf course, you're like, bloody hell, I'm slicing it on the course, you come to a lesson, you start hooking it. So it's important for a coach to know and understand is what's happening on the golf course actually happening in today's lesson, or is it a little bit of a freak? Is it not something that usually happens? Number 3, and this is what probably I'd say equally as important, and there are plenty of other questions that your coach might ask you, but what I want you to get in your head is your coach has got to ask you questions so you understand your game, especially if it's your first time with them. So number 3 is, do you work better with drills? Do you work better with feelings? How do you learn? How do you improve? Because a lot of people will like it to be quite complicated. Other people just like, just give me it. I'm not bothered about it being complicated. Just give me what I need to know.
So in that situation, say it's someone's first or they've been for a few lessons.
Because people are daunting about lessons, aren't they?
Yeah, this is the thing. So if they're not really sure, do you ask that question and then say that if they go, to be honest, I don't really know, right, we'll try a bit of both?
Well, as a coach, what I try and do is I try and get to draw it out of them. So I try and bring parallels from like other sports. If you play any other sports, how do you learn if you're at work? Well, I'm quite visual. So you start to go, right,
loves
a badminton racket at this point. So again, right, okay, well maybe my demos might come in more. And you start to then understand the person. I think you've got to realise your coach is going to really, if they want to give you the best lesson possible, want to understand you, not necessarily just your golf game, but you as a person as well. Okay, pal, it's now role reversal.
Yep.
I want you to show everybody what questions you ask me every time I give you a lesson, because I think this possibly is one of the most valuable pieces of these 4 questions right now.
Yeah, 100%. I think the first thing and the key is making sure that you understand. So as much as it's important for your coach to understand what you're working on, it's also important for you to understand what they're getting at,
yeah,
and what you're working on.
I think one of them could just be actually to ask questions.
Yeah, that's the key to it all. Like you mentioned before, like people are a bit in everything. Don't like being wrong, do they?
Yeah,
people don't like being wrong, but in everything, in anything you're learning, it's key to ask questions.
Yeah.
It's key to ask questions to improve and understand everything. So the first thing I would say is, why? Why am I doing that? What's that going to achieve for me? And what's the process of me getting there? And that understanding that is key to everything.
It's not, I think people want to understand is this doing it to make my swing look pretty?
Yep.
Or is it going to give me a functional improvement?
Exactly. And so for example, when we worked on me shaping the ball, first thing I said is, well, why am I doing that? Why am I doing this? And even that understanding helped me a little bit better. I'm not saying I can do it every single time, but it helps a lot, definitely.
So number 1 is, why am I doing this?
Why, and ask questions. Okay,
pal, number 2, what is this one? This, I think, is probably one of the most valuable ones a person who's having a lesson from their coach should ask.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is, for me, potentially, like you said, the most valuable in how do I do this, or how do I improve this in my own practice when I'm not in the lesson?
Yeah.
Whether it's drills, what can I use? Because you may not have alignment sticks, you may not have cones or anything like that you use in a lesson.
Yeah.
So what else can I use? How can I work on this at the range on my own? That is key, because you're never going to be able to improve your game if you're just coming to a lesson and then not practicing that away from the lesson.
Yeah, I totally agree. Okay, so what's your 3rd one? Number 4, pal. What are we on?
Number 3.
Number 3. Sorry. Yeah. All right.
Number 3 is, what should this shot look like when it's correct? So what should my correct flight be, in a sense of, so I was hitting a slice previously, and when we first looked at it with Alex, me hitting a straight pull is actually better, because firstly, I'm not in a slice. Yeah. Secondly, it's me understanding that, okay, that's not a good shot, but that's where I need to be to get to where I want to be.
You're 100% correct, because some people might be watching this right now getting a little bit disheartened, going, actually, well, I'm hitting that pull, but I was slicing it. That's actually the part of your road and part of your progression.
Yeah, 100%. And this is the thing, golf is not an easy game. So the more that you can understand it, the more you can understand what your coach is talking about, the more you understand where you need to be, the better.
Yeah. And the final one?
The final one is, how do I take this and what I've learned to the golf course? So this is sort of the final piece of the puzzle for me. So we've talked about feel, we've talked about understanding, we've talked about drills away from your lesson, and we've talked about what it should look like. The last one is getting out on the course and being able to take what you've learned on the lesson tee out there. That is key.
And one thing we always say is build it as part of your pre-shot routine. Whatever you worked on with your coach, build it in as part of your pre-shot routine.
Yeah, like we've done videos in the past where you've said to me about pre-shot routine, and just all you want to think about is those little maybe 2 or 3 points and take it out on the golf course. Don't make it complicated, but take what you've learned on the lesson tee out to the course.
And the final thing I would say is, and we would both say this, if it's not going right straight away, don't get disheartened, don't get frustrated. What your coach is telling you is right, and in the long run it will really help you improve your golf. So use these 7 questions, yeah?
Yeah, definitely use 7 questions, and the big thing about that is not getting disheartened. Even when you're doing drills, like I do drills with Alex where I'm like topping the ball, I'm slicing the ball, and my game's really improved working with Alex, but it's through those drills, so you've got to get through them to be better. What?
I'm taking the piss out of you, but you couldn't even see, could you?
No, I couldn't see. Nice one, mate. But
you're right.
It's true, isn't it? You've got to really work at it, stick with it, but make sure you're asking these questions.
100%. So there you go. Back to the studio. Now, I think that's possibly one of the most valuable things that we've ever done on the channel. Possibly not as fun as us going and smashing a driver over a par 3, but really good for your golf game.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's really going to help you guys out there watching this video understand better what you need to get from your lesson.
Yeah.
And I think the key for me, and the one that I like most of your questions that you asked, was it's about the coach understanding how you learn. Yeah. That is so important, because if drills aren't working for you, there's no point in doing them. No,
there's no point in carry on doing the same things. It's what was that saying? Keep doing the same thing, you expect the same results.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that.
You come up with some mad stuff, mate.
Do you actually look at the Michelin Man?
You do, mate, yeah.
Oh, God.
But this is the thing, guys. It is important that your coach understands how you learn, whether it be a feeling, whether it be him demoing or her demoing, whether it be you doing the drill. Yeah. Definitely.
Exactly. And the one I like that you should definitely ask is, how do I take this to the golf course? Because at the end of the day, that's where the money maker is. That is where we want to play our best golf. Absolutely. And beat our mates. So you might be wondering, why haven't you got your Wheel of Doom out? You've lost it, you're not doing it anymore, guys. We're not doing that, we are doing it. Does that make sense? Am I saying that again?
There's a lot of
negatives in there. Not of negatives.
Basically what he's trying to say, right, is we are still doing it, but we're going to bring something a little bit different next week, because obviously it's Christmas Day. It's
Christmas Day. So we thought we'd do our best moments of 2020 across the golfing world. Our stories, pro stories, our favourite bits, that'll be coming out on Christmas Day for you.
Absolutely. It's something a little bit different to what you're used to from this show, but
Christmas Day special. And don't forget, first time back, first Friday back, he is gonna be dressed as a postman. Bring on the Ian Porter challenge. So that is it for today's show.
What a show it was.
What a show it was.
Absolutely. Guys, here's one for you.
What?
I want you to go out and try using a driver on a par 3. Only if the course is quiet.
Mate, you do realise that's a terrible idea. All the injuries are going to be going off. Oh yeah, the lads on that What's in the Bag show said to go and get a driver out on the par 3. Don't listen to him, everybody.
Right, maybe not then. But okay then, there's one. When you're on the driving range, I want you to try and hit your driver 150 yards. See how it goes. Comment down below how you get on.
Hell of a challenge, wasn't it?
Hell of a challenge.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you did enjoy this video, please do not forget to hit that big red subscribe button. As well as doing that, we love for you to hit the big thumbs up button. We love bringing you these shows and we want you to be part of it.
Absolutely. Thanks for the support, guys.